You were hungry long before you were born. Not hungry for pizza or candy, but hungry for survival itself. Every signal inside your body was built for a world that no longer exists. For almost all of human history, food was not guaranteed. Every meal was a small victory against starvation. Your ancestors did not spend their days resisting snacks. They spent their days trying to find enough calories to stay alive. The people who craved food the most often survived. The people who stored energy efficiently survived. Eventually, those people became your ancestors. That means your brain is carrying ancient survival software written for a completely different environment. Imagine finding a tree full of ripe fruit 10,000 years ago. You would not eat one piece and walk away. You would eat as much as possible because tomorrow the fruit might be gone. For thousands of generations, this instinct worked perfectly. It helped humans survive some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Then something changed. The world transformed faster than evolution could keep up. Today, a single supermarket contains more calories than many ancient humans would encounter in months. Every shelf is packed with foods competing for your attention. And those foods are not there by accident. Companies spend billions of dollars studying how people make decisions around food, not how people think they make decisions, but how they actually make them. Scientists discovered something surprising about the human brain. Many food decisions begin before conscious awareness even enters the picture. Your brain often starts choosing before you realize a choice is being made. Then your conscious mind creates a story explaining why you wanted the food. This is one reason smell can be so powerful. The scent of fresh bread can pull your attention from across a room before you have even thought about eating. That happens because smell connects directly to emotional and memory systems that evolved millions of years ago. The smell arrives first, the craving follows immediately behind it. But smell is only one part of the story. Another powerful tool is variety. Nature rarely offered dozens of flavors at the same time. Modern food environments do exactly that. A simple food becomes boring relatively quickly. A collection of different flavors, textures, and sensations keeps your attention engaged much longer. Your brain interprets variety as opportunity. In ancient humans, opportunity usually meant survival. The more options available, the more valuable the food source appeared. That instinct still operates today. Researchers call part of this effect sensory-specific satiety. You get tired of one flavor. You become less tired when new flavors continue appearing. Food manufacturers learned this lesson long ago. That is why many popular foods combine crunchy textures, creamy textures, sweet flavors, salty flavors, and rich aromas all at once. Every element helps maintain interest for a little longer. But the most powerful force may not be pleasure itself. Many scientists now believe dopamine is more closely connected to anticipation than to enjoyment. In simple terms, dopamine helps create wanting. Your brain often becomes excited before the reward arrives. The expectation can sometimes be as powerful as the reward itself. That is why advertisements can trigger cravings even when no food is present. A picture, a logo, or even a memory can activate the desire to eat. The brain begins preparing for food long before the first bite, and every repetition strengthens the pathway. Over time, habits become easier to trigger and harder to notice. Like a trail through a forest, repeated behavior gradually becomes automatic. Then there's convenience. Ancient humans had to spend energy obtaining food. Modern humans often spend energy resisting food. Food is available almost everywhere at almost any time. Every advertisement, display shelf, and delivery app acts as another reminder that food is nearby. Each reminder asks your brain to make another decision. Those decisions accumulate throughout the day. As mental energy declines, resisting temptation often becomes more difficult. Meanwhile, the food remains easy to access. The environment changed dramatically, but the human brain remained largely the same. This is why the conversation cannot be reduced to willpower alone. Willpower matters, but it operates inside an environment specifically designed to capture attention. You're using a survival system built for scarcity while living in a world built around abundance. That mismatch creates challenges your ancestors never had to face. Many people blame themselves for every craving they experience, yet cravings are often evidence that ancient survival systems are working exactly as they were designed to work. The real problem is that those systems evolved for a different world. Understanding this changes the way you see the struggle. When you recognize the forces influencing your behavior, they become easier to notice. You start seeing the trigger before the craving and the cue before the habit. You realize that every urge is not necessarily a command, it's information from an ancient brain trying to help you survive. The people designing modern food understand many of these psychological mechanisms, but they cannot make choices for you. They can shape the environment, but they cannot control your awareness. And awareness changes everything. The moment you understand how the game works, you stop playing it blindly. For the first time, you can separate genuine hunger from automatic programming. For the first time, you can see why certain foods seem impossible to ignore. And for the first time, you understand that the battle was never simply between you and your willpower. It was always a collision between ancient instincts and a modern world that learned exactly how to activate them. Those instincts are still whispering the same message they always have: eat, store, survive. But now there's another voice in the room, the voice that finally understands what's happening, the voice that is awake.